Yes, the job changes of 7.2. Let's dive in, because there's quite a few people that are not happy about it, but honestly, not as bad as you might think. Let's talk about it. All right, what's up, everyone? I'm Eagle Falcon. I'm a variety streamer, and I do a lot of FF14 content. I've been playing for a very long time now, and new patch notes are here. Let's dive right in. I'm going to give my thoughts as I go. This video specifically is going to be on everything that is not the job changes and not the PvP changes. All right, this is going to be just MSQ story, actual content, and like the little known issues at the very bottom. So we're going to dive right in. First off, of course, new MSQ added. How many quests do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 quests. Now you know what I love about this? They don't tell us the name of the last quest. I can already tell you what the name of the last quest is going to be. It's going to be Seekers of Eternity. We all know that's going to be the name of the... Whatever. I digress, though. 9 quests. I expect the dungeon to be about right here at number 6, into the trial at number 7, closure there, and then setting up for the next patch in the 9th one. That is what I fully expect there. New Arcadian, what we're all actually here for. And that's going to be probably 6 quests. That's going to start in Solution 9. And lo and behold, intro, M5, M6, and M7, M8, closure. Wow. It's almost like we know what we're doing and how to predict this. New side quest. When death comes to dinner. This is going to be part of the new corn servant quest line. Here's my question. Is this going to be the last corn servant quest line? The last corn servant quest, I should say. So for those who don't know, there is a quest line in 7.0 called the corn servant, and it's very silly. It is really, really dumb, but it's still enjoyable. And everyone loved it. And so they made another quest for it. You think this is going to be it? Or is there going to be more? There's a question for you. That's going to be in Tuliyolol. Good luck finding it, because it's probably just going to be a yellow quest. It is now possible to perform repairs and access weather forecasts while playing in New Game Plus? Was that not a thing you could do before? Wait, could you not perform repairs if you were in New Game Plus? I'm so confused. And why does it always say 2.x, 5.x, 6.x, 7.x? Did weather forecast and repairs work in Heaven's Ward and Stormblood New Game Plus? This is bizarre. This race is so, the longer I think about this, the more I hurt. Moving on. Treasure hunts, there's new stuff in the one treasure map we have. You're not getting a new one yet. We had all kinds of hopes and dreams that we were going to get a new one. We're not yet. It's coming in 7.3 like we thought it was going to in the first place. But some of us hoped. And we were wrong. So, new loot in the treasure maps. Please look forward to it. And please look forward to the price of all the other loot probably going up or down. I don't know. Now, you know what I love about the patch notes? Every single time we get to grand and free companies, we go, oh my God! They finally remembered that free companies exist. What cool feature has been added to free companies? Oh, it's just the subs. It's just the subs getting 5 more ranks. That's it. Why do we fall for this every year? Every single time we fall for this. Yep, new subs. We got 5 ranks. There might be some stuff that'll be interesting. Who knows? And I'm sure people with way more time in their hands are going to find all of it on like day 2 somehow. In housing, SSAO can now be disabled for indoor furnishing. I don't know what that means. Echo, what is SSAO?
Screen-spaced ambient occlusion, SSAO, is a computer graphics technique used to create a more realistic and immersive environment in video games and other visual media. It is a real-time approximation of the ambient occlusion effect, which is a lighting effect that simulates the way light spreads and shadows fall in the real world. SAO is a valuable tool for creating more believable and immersive visual experiences and is becoming a standard feature in modern game engines and rendering systems.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect the Echo to actually have an actual answer to that. Yeah, you can now turn off all of that for whatever reason. I'm not gonna complain too much about it. A warning message will now display on the screen when entering the garden of an estate scheduled for auto demolition. I have a counterpoint. If you have the technology to display on the screen that an estate is scheduled for auto demolition, but just by entering the field in the garden, maybe you should count that as the plot being visited and end auto demolition. This is housing is a mess, and I hope the next patch is the one that fixes a lot of it. Moving on. New furnishing has been added. We see a lot of jobstones. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want them. Jobstones as furniture, outdoor furniture with rubber duckies, chocobos, a whole bunch of other stuff. This is all going to be, I guarantee you, people who are more creative than me are going to somehow turn all of this into a laser disco. I don't know how, but they're gonna find a way to do it somehow. These are all ones that have been added from furnishing design contests from 3 years ago, and new furnishings have been added just in general. In fact, we can even see right here the Extreme Trial trophy that is part of this, and a Dexter's Lab keep out style door for some reason. New Orchestrion rolls have been added. This is a surprise to no one. New aquarium fish have been added. Again, not really too much of a surprise. New seed for flower pots have been added. Yes, I too forgot flower pots were a feature in this game. Yay. Specifically, it is the paper flower seed. They can be bought from pretty much your normal suspects. New prizes are available for MGP, so those of you who went ahead and bought more MGP in the last Moogle Tomes event instead of maps, you get to laugh at me. Triple Triad, there have been new cards added and new opponents have been added. Again, not really too much of a surprise to anyone. A new category, Field Operations, has been added to the challenge log. So the challenge log, if you somehow don't know, these are kind of weekly objectives you can get for additional experience or credit in whatever the task is. So like if you're going into Eureka, completing those is worth a boatload of elemental experience. If you're going to Baja, it's worth a whole bunch of metal. And eventually, when Crescent Isle is added, you're going to get a whole lot of knowledge EXP as well for completing these. These sort of things actually do extend beyond that as well. And you can get them for MGP, you can get them for Chocobo experience. There's a whole lot of them. So there's now a whole new category that's just specifically field operations. Rather than having a Eureka section, rather than having a Eureka section, rather than having a Baja section, now it's all just in one section. Not too surprising there. The following additions have been made to duty support: the Sunken Temple of Karn and the Underkeep. Underkeep, of course, being the new dungeon that we're about to get. So no real surprises there. The following additions have been made to Chloe's Wondrous Tales. Prices available in exchange for Chloe's gold certificate commendations, silver commendations, and bronze commendations have been adjusted. Generically, I just fully expect this to be the new crafted sets that have 5 open slots is going to be there for gold certificates, and the rest are just be probably minor things if I had to guess. And the Underkeep and Juno's First Walk are now available as options that can appear in Wondrous Tales. The following duty roulette names have been adjusted. Wait, what? Leveling 51 to 79 is now leveling dungeons 51 to 59, 61 to 6. Oh, okay. They redid all the naming things to separate out the leveling dungeons and what I refer to as exo dungeons or end of expansion dungeons. Because end of expansion dungeons really are detected by the game as something radically different. And also award no EXP. Stop running those for EXP. That fact, you really shouldn't be running them for roulettes either, unless you really want uncapped tomes. They're not great. They're just not. So that language is now longer, but more clear. To which I say good. The Unreal has been switched to Hell's Kier. Good luck playing DDR. That's all I can say for that. Duties that can be recorded via the duty recorder have been changed. Who uses this? Who actually uses this? Like, seriously, who actually uses this? The world may never know. Oh yeah, also this mount has been added to Fox Leaves. New emotes have been added, which who knows what that's going to be? Who knows what that's going to be? What's it going to be? /stun, /dazed. Tome Scroll and Study have been added to the special tab of the emotes window. Tome Scroll and Study are looping versions of Tombstone and Read. Hallelujah. I cannot tell you how frustrating it was from a G-posing standpoint of how infuriating it was to have a macro to actually read a book. Huzzah, huzzah. Battle systems, as I said before, we are going to save that for later. So we're going to skip all the way down to items. New items been added. These right here are, I want to say that is our Tombstone gear. This is then our 740 gear that's going to be crafted. I don't see our rating gear. The dying interface has been adjusted. Adjustments to accommodate additional dies due for implementation in patch 7.21. So no new dies yet. But once that cosmic exploration drops, oh, new dies. In addition, the following items now have 2 die channels. It's 7 pages of items. Just good luck. Check your favorite piece. It might now be dual die channel. Oh, hey, I think that's actually one of the ones I use on my alt. Neat. Actually, I do see a lot of the relics in here too, so that is very nice. Then the following items can now be equipped regardless of gender. That is the black feathered flat hat and the red feathered flat cap. So good for that. The following additions have been made to the glamour dresser. It still exists. That's all you need to know. There are now new marks that show whether it can be part of an outfit glamour, and there's a new mark indicating that the item is part of an outfit glamour and it is saved as an outfit. You can now also filter by whether it's part of an outfit glamour. I'm not gonna lie, I have not looked into this too much yet. The Neo Kingdom gear can now be exchanged, can now be purchased and exchanged for D's nuts. Yes, I beat you to it, now what? Certain items can now be sold, desynthesized, and submitted for expert deliveries. Basically, all the stuff you had before, you can now go ahead and destroy it. You should go ahead and make sure it is stored for glam instead of just accidentally destroying it. Secondary attributes have been exchanged, blah, 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 whatever. Wait, isn't the exquisite stuff the stuff you get for clearing... not Mount Raucon. Which is it? Alo Island Savage? Man, thank God they tweaked the substats on gear that you really want for the stats. The wild thing, nobody cared about the stats. You went for these because of the look, the glow, the glam. Why would whatever? The description of certain pugilist arms that have been updated to indicate that the weapon appearance may take precedence over the display of hand gear. Monk players know this all too well, where it is always a guessing game to see whether, in fact, your new weapon overwrites the gloves you really like. It's always a guessing game. Now it's less of a guessing game, unless you just can't read. Oh, wait, we're playing FF14. Yeah, no, it's still a guessing game. New miner and botanist gathering points, no surprise. New items been added to gathering points, no surprise. The location of certain gathering points in Yoctel have been adjusted, almost a surprise. An effect now displays when the collector's standard and collector's high standard statuses are active. Wait, they didn't before? What? New fish have been added. The following fish can now be caught using very specific debate. Anyway, A feature to batch select required materials by quality have been added to the crafting log. Yay! If you lack sufficient quantity of the required materials, only one of the amount in your possession will be selected. No more click, 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 click. Thank God. 11 requirements for master crafting recipes have been removed. What? Really? You do that now that I have almost all the master recipes done? Now that I've got almost all my crafters maxed out? Really? I guess this means, though, I can just, the moment 7.2 drops, just pop my remaining, like, 5 books. Just get that knocked out. Done, 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 done. Instead of just holding on to books inside a retainer. So, that's good. I'm still annoyed by it because I had an entire retainer that was literally just the crafting books. But in any case, level cap for desynth has been increased from 720 to 740. No surprise. New mounts have been added. Don't ignore this, though. Wings aren't real. They can't hurt you. Mounts can now be summoned while moving. A new chocobo barding has been added. A beagle has now been added, as well as other minions. New faceware has been added. I know a lot of people that are excited about the eye patch. Unironically, I know there are a lot of people that have been asking for an eye patch. Now they have it. Specifically an eye patch that wasn't a hat. Yay. Graphical adjustments are made to player models based on feedback from the community. I am afraid of this because I have heard almost no changes to models that have been like requested. So I am afraid to know what feedback they've been getting. So hopefully whatever change we see are good. Granted, the community's only been complaining about there's nothing to do. Ugh. Chaotic hard. Ugh. Stories suck. Ugh. And that's all the community's been. And I'm not gonna lie, I agree with them partially, but man, I am so sick of it. Anyway, shadow quality has been updated. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I missed the important part. In conjunction with these adjustments, players can obtain yet another file of Fantasia from the Wandering Moogle in Old Gridania for a limited period of time. Yet, how many free Fantasias have we got? Is this the third one now? I swear this is the third freaking one. Chat is saying that it's the third. A third file of Fantasia. They really want to get you in on the whole concept of being addicted to popping Fantasias. Like they're telling us it is to make up for the fact that they are changing how characters look, and you may want to go ahead and adjust your character, and we're being a nice guy about it. But it's actually a secret method to get you hooked on Fantasia. It's the third free hit, technically fourth if we exclude the free one you get at the end of A Realm Reborn. I'm surprised nobody is actually trying to go ahead and push that. Push that theory. Because some lunatic totally would. Shadow quality has been increased. Hooray! The following adjustment has been made to certain NPCs. The model quality, texture resolution, and material qualities of faces have been improved. The texture resolution and material qualities of gear have been improved. Does this mean that some of my favorite jackets, like the Uraeus coat, is gonna no longer be like 16-bit? Please. Pretty please. Now, I did see in the live translated notes that Yoshi P during the reading of the patch notes did mention exactly which jobs were, or which NPCs were adjusted. According to Yoshi P, the NPCs are Lise, Amaric, Emmett Selk, and Emperor Solus Solgalvus in terms of face model and texture. You made Emmett look better? Interesting. Graphical details for the following gear has been improved. Yes. Yes, gear has been improved. Just at first glance, I see some more relics have been updated. A lot of various relics. Some artifact gear. Some more artifact gear. some stuff that's not artifact gear, some stuff that's store-bought gear. Anything I use besides the Magitech jacket? I actually just want to see if there's anything I actually use. No, nothing really stands out. Vegetation in the following areas will now be rendered in high resolution to destroy your GPU even harder. It is going to be in the 3.0 to 3.x areas. That's a lot of areas. Like before they just updated, yeah, we just upgraded some areas in the Realm Reborn, whatever. Are you saying you updated all the areas in all of Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, wait, Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and Endwalker, all in this one patch? Yeah. Dang. This includes instance dungeons, raids, Eureka Expedition, and Save the Queen areas. I forgot that's what we call Bozja, is Save the Queen. I completely forgot about that. Small adjustments have been made to objects in the field and cities. They got more. I don't want to use the term they got more clutter, but they got more clutter. But it's the good kind of clutter. We didn't save the queen, she's gone. It's kind of weird also calling it Save the Queen areas, considering the trial we're about to get and the name of her sword. Yeah, high definition clutter. There we go. There we go. Although this before and after. Halfway to a desert, jungle, desert, jungle, desert, jungle. Like, dang. It is like night and day. Number of objects have been increased. Polygon count has been increased. Enjoy destroying your 1060. Texture resolution has been increased. And this applies to cities and fields. No changes have been made to Korthus Western Highlands and the Ratika, Greatwood, the Tempest, or Ultima Thule. Why no update to Lahi? I want my updates to Lahi. Oh, because Lahi is very saturated, but it could be more Lahi. It could be more saturated. Just think, we could have more trees. We could give you the full jungle experience and make you want to take a machete to the unmacheteable trees. Number of shadows cast in rooms in the following areas have been increased: the barracks, battle hall, and certain instanced events, and Yulmore the canopy. That actually does raise a good point. Why not the Korthus West Highlands? Is it just because it already is an accurate depiction of Minnesota and they don't want to touch it? That's probably it.